All right, so it is time for another road trip, this time in our trusty Juniper Model Y. And the reason I'm outside is because the kids are already asleep in the back, and I feel bad, but this is gonna make a portion of this drive a lot easier when they're asleep. So that's kind of the plan. We've got about 1,000 miles, done this trip together a million times, and we've got the car completely packed to the brim with stuff for them. We've got presents in the back, and it's amazing how much stuff you can actually cram into this car. But with that, let's get in. I think our first stop is Valdosta. It's almost 200 miles from where we're at right now, and we should be there in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'll show you the reason we're taking this instead of the Cybertruck. I really wanted to take Cybertruck because it's so awesome. It's actually quite a bit faster to travel in the Model Y. So that's what we're going to do here. Try to save as much time as possible for this trip, since we're limited on time to get there and how much time we've got there before we have to come back. So that's kind of the plan. So our first stop here in Valdosta, if everything goes according to plan, which it could, but this is what we look like all together. We'll head up through Atlanta over to Nashville and straight up north. As it sits right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charging stops, which is not bad at all for 1,000 miles. So we'll see how efficiency lands on this trip. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer than it normally is, and I will take that every day of the week. So hopefully that warmer weather sticks. Nonetheless, first stop, Valdosta, 2 hours and 47 minutes, 193 miles. Let's go ahead and reset our trip here, and we'll keep an eye on how much of this drive is done on FSD via TesLab, and that should be able to track it pretty accurately. Unfortunately, we had some issues, and yeah, so we're missing some FSD miles on the last 1,420. Oh well, can't change that now, but pretty cool that you can keep track of it here. With that, let's hit the road. All right, so somehow we just made it at 0%. It got really cold, and consumption started really picking up. As you can see, 331 hour per mile, 193 miles, 63.8 kilowatt hours. And we're here at Valdosta. Now I did book the hotel, and it is just 2.5 miles up the road. We just didn't have enough to get there. Doesn't matter anyways, because regardless, we want to have enough juice to park overnight and not worry about the battery being in the cold. So we're gonna get plugged in here and charge up just a little bit, and then head over to the hotel. So we charged up actually really quickly. So I'm gonna unplug here at 44% because there's a charger at the hotel. We'll get there at 43%, 2.5 miles up the road, and I'll pick this up in the morning. Good morning. We are awake here at the hotel. We're able to charge last night, and we are headed out to get some breakfast now, and then continue on this trip. So let me show you what we got in front of us. All right, so we're at 89%, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges left to go. And where are we at? Looks like probably, my guess is it'll be like 10:30, 11 p.m. by the time we get there, because we're gonna have breakfast here on our way out, and that'll give us a little bit of extra time for things to go a little bit slower than we would like. But our next stop will be Fort Valley, Georgia, after we have breakfast, and that's 127 miles away, hour and 45 minutes, and hopefully this temperature continues to go up, because at 44, between 40 and 44 degrees last night, it had a big impact on our range. So it was cold. So we'll get moving here, and next stop, Fort Valley, Georgia. All right, well, as expected, holiday week at a Buc-ee's is a madhouse. And this guy just pulled up and decided he wanted to park there and block these stalls. But fortunately, they recently added all these V4s over here. So there's like 30 charging stalls, more than 30 here. That was 127 miles, 45 kilowatt hours, 350 1 hour per mile. I think it's only like a 15-minute charge here, but it's so busy here, I doubt we'll be out of here in 15 minutes. So we'll probably have this thing all adjusted once we get back to the car and charged up.
Oh my gosh, how could you not like Buc-ee's? This is the best place ever.
So we are overcharged quite a bit, but looks like it may have already recalculated. Let's try one more time just to make sure that we've got the best next stop. Looks like Atlanta's already backing up, which is fantastic. There we go. All right. We should actually be able to go farther than that, but that's all right. 161 miles to Adairsville, and this is behind a Taco Bell, I think. Yeah, that's what this one is. So we're gonna get unplugged here at 78%, 156 miles, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Let's hit the road now. All right, so we are here in Murfreesboro. It's a Target parking lot. I haven't been to this one actually ever, I don't think. It's a new V4. That was 159.6 miles, 47.7 kilowatt hours, 299 1 hour per mile, and a 11-minute charge. We'll charge more than that because it's just been more efficient on charging stops so far. That'll get us probably, I don't know. That'll probably get us to Elizabethtown, which would be our second to last stop. But let's get plugged in here, and we'll see how far we can go after this charge. So that's it for charging. That puts us at 83%, and estimated arrival in Elizabethtown at 15%. That is a V4 charger, and that might be our very last charger. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But gonna unplug now and hit the road. All right, so we made it here to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, our last stop potentially. Let's see. No, one more. We're gonna top off, I guess, in Columbus. So that makes this a shorter charge, I guess, 13 minutes. We'll see. We're gonna go across. There's a gas station over there that has decent food to choose from. And of course, there's a Subway here. So it's not a terrible spot for amenities, but we're gonna get plugged in here. I think we're like, man, 160-ish miles away. So that last stretch there, 154 miles, 51 kilowatt hours, 333 watt-hour per mile, and it is getting very cold already. So we're starting to notice that and how performance is going. So, yep, let's get plugged in and back on the road. All right, I made it to Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Not quite to Indiana yet. And this is the first time I've experienced temperatures this cold since I went to the Arctic a year ago. I'm freezing right now. We are done charging. We had some dinner and we are back. So we're charged up to 70%, which is more than we needed. But we are going to do the top off plan in Columbus. So we'll arrive there a little bit higher than would be most efficient, but that's okay. It's 110 miles, an hour and 36 minutes to get there. And with the temperatures what they are, there's no point in trying to be super efficient or anything. Just kind of go with it. So I'm gonna unplug here and make our way to Columbus. We are here at the last stop and we're just going to top off. Yeah, we're here at 20%. 110 miles, 38 kilowatt hours, 344 watt-hour per mile. It's freezing cold. We're down to 28 now, and that is way too cold. But we'll probably be here for about 15 minutes or so to make it there. And of course, because I gave my parents a wall charger and it is installed, we don't have to charge too much before getting there. So we'll get this plugged in and we'll finish this up. All right, so we're gonna call that done charging. Last stop, got 69 miles to go. Be there in about 1 hour and then we'll be done with this trip. So I'll pick this up there and we can recap. All right, so that brings us to a wrap. That last stretch, 66 miles, 20 kilowatt hours, 313.7 watt-hour per mile for a total trip of 969 miles, 313 kilowatt hours, 323 watt-hour per mile. And a lot of that is due to, unfortunately, the cold up here. And historically, I've been seeing more like 280 watt-hour per mile in this car, which has been really awesome in comparison to the previous generation. But the biggest thing that is of note is just how much of this trip was in full self-driving. So I don't have the math in front of me, but I'll pop it up here on the screen. What this difference was a moment ago compared to what it is now. That's how many miles we didn't have full self-driving on across that entire 969 miles, which is pretty awesome. And then the only other thing is just how much stuff you can pack into this car. It's amazing. And yeah, that's it for this. Make sure you stick around for part 2, and that'll be in like a week. as we head back to Florida, where it's much warmer than here. So I thank you so much for joining us. Can't wait to catch you on the next one.